supporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Sincere positive training for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonle Olujimi Jabo. Savannah News TV. When we make it, I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yes, good morning from here in Toronto, Canada. It's good talking to you today, Thursday, being 14th of July 2022. I know you are seeing on my screen an advert going on right now. This is for the people of Toronto, Canada. And the GTA also. I'm talking about Miss Teen Africa Canada. They are presenting the 3rd annual scholarship pageant, and we can see our beautiful daughters, 6 of them, jostling for the crown of Miss Teen African Canada. And the program is coming up on Sunday, August 7, 2022 at exactly 2 p.m. The venue is The Rose. It's a beautiful center, and with all pageantries and wherever, it's going to be a very world classical event. Having said that, we will bring up one of the organizers of this program to speak with the people of the GTA, Toronto, and even our people back home in Nigeria and in Africa, for them to know that we are not, the diasporans are really striving to keep everybody busy and to showcase our children, bringing out the potentials in them, not on edition circle like this now, Miss Teen Africa Canada. The person that will win this pageant will be representing Africans here in North America. And with that, we now have to go straight to the business of today. I remain your regular host, Ambassador Olujimi Adekanle, the CEO Savannah News Television, Toronto, Canada. And without wasting time, we have some breaking news for you this morning. I'm sure we all remember the Baba Ijesha issue that was flying around for a long time now, has been laid to rest as the court convict him for sexual assault on minor today. He was convicted, and the Ikeja Special Offences Court has convicted the embattled Nollywood actor Olariwaju James, alias Baba Ijesha, of sexually assaulting a 14-year-old minor. Justice Oluwatoyin Taiwo, in a 2-hour judgment today, convicted Baba Ijesha of indecent treatment of a child, sexual assault, and attempted sexual assault. However, Justice Taiwo discharged and acquitted him of count 1 and count 6, which are sexual assault by penetration and attempted sexual assault by penetration. Well, the bottom line is that Baba Ijesha has been convicted for 16 years. I think it's to run concurrently. That is 8 years, and which that is a big lesson to others that don't joke with minors. Don't take your trade with minors. minors or even women entirely. That is what they always tell people here. If you come to Canada for the first time, they call distance. You have to respect everybody's distance, respect everybody's space. That is one of the first curriculum they always tell you as a new immigrant. Respect everyone's space. In Nigeria, you can see a lady and even go as far as even beating her buttocks. Nothing will happen. But here, when you do that, you are going to jail. You are going to jail. Even verbal assault, verbal sexual talk. Sexual to a lady that doesn't want it. You are saying some raw messages to her. You can land yourself in jail. This is for sure. And I think other people will learn from Baba Idisha's case that you have to be very careful on how you treat women. Having said that, we are going straight now to the newspaper of today. ECOWAS court declares Twitter ban unlawful. ECOWAS court has declared that the ban on Twitter in Nigerian space is unlawful. It's unlawful. I hope they will learn from that also. Another one again, Kwankwanso consider Governor Magalu Idahosa as running mate. He's still considering a lot of people. Cancel Southeast visit. IPOB advises British envoy. Federal government meet Ipman, Muman, fuel price hike imminent. SDGs. United Nations task stakeholders on empowering women, girls. Taraba. Nimasa targets education improvement. Donate teaching materials. One of the top news still going on in Nigeria is coming from Anutela. How EFCC operatives invaded my hotel, tortured guests and staff. Let's see that story. Some victims and staff of a hotel in Ikorodu area of Lagos State narrate how officials of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission invaded and tortured guests of the hotel. A victim, Okunyinka Oladapo, said an operative named Olumide collected his phone while others were breaking down windows and ordering the occupants out of the room. Oladapo likening the incidents to that of an armed robbery. I don't know when we will learn from good governance. How can you just invade a hotel and start breaking windows and seizing somebody's phone? It's very, very wrong. And I hope we're going to have a good government that will right all this wrong that is happening. Understand? Because I can't understand how some people are really taking laws into their hands. Because you're an EFCC operative does not give you the audacity to invade people's privacy. Inflation pushing Nigeria others to the brink. That is coming from International Monetary Fund. No jobs in government anymore. Buhari tells youth. Can you imagine that? That is a very, 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 very unprofessional statement coming from a president of a nation. No jobs in government anymore, which means they cannot even think out of the box to create jobs. Jobs creation is a function of the caliber of people you have to bring in a lot of ideas. know what I'm saying? So it's sad that a president of Nigeria can say that. Owo massacre, another victim dies in hospital. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is sad. Another story, irate mob set motorcycle robbers ablaze in Anambra. It's sad. "50-year-old Benue farmer marries 12-year-old as third wife." This is what we call child abuse. Child abuse, and the parents of that little girl should be jailed for forcing their 12-year-old daughter to go and marry a 50-year-old man. Child abuse. These are all what I'm talking about. That we have to still learn. We have to learn when you are marrying out a 12-year-old girl to a 50-year-old man. What future are you having? Are you keeping? I mean, what future does that little girl have? Again, I'm sure that 50-year-old man, a farmer, and then is looking for a helper in his farm, and he has gotten one in the name of marriage. Police arrange man for alleged 8.5 million naira land fraud. You get all those stories in today's Punch. Court orders substitute service on Lawan. The court in Yobe has recognized Machina. The Federal High Court in Damaturu, Yobe, has granted application for an order substitute service of court process on the Senate President. We told you that what the Senate President is doing is just effort in futility. He cannot get away with it. Machina has the mandate, and the court has recognized that now that Honorable Bashir Machina is the right candidate for Yobe North. If I were Machina, I wouldn't even bother myself. I would allow the Senate President to go ahead to win the election, without spending any money, without any expenses to me. Then I will not approach the court. The court even stop the proceeding right now. Allow him to go and spend his money that he has acquired as Senate President. Let him go and acquire that money to go and bankroll the election. And the guy Machina will just come and pick up his mandate. Having said that, as I told you earlier, we are having a guest in this studio from far away Nigeria to discuss some political issues going on in Nigeria. He's a legal luminary. He's a lawyer, and also an advocate for good governance in Nigeria. I'm talking of Barrister Mayor Omoshua. He's going to join us in this studio in a jiffy. He's going to join this studio. We're trying to get across to him so I can bring him on the studio for just a brief discussion of what is really happening in the political arena and legal implications of other things in Nigeria. I think we are trying to get across to him.
you hear me?
I can hear you. Just hold on. But there's a background noise there. Please tell people there that the noise there is coming into the studio. Please. Yeah, good morning, Barrister Mayor. You are welcome to Savannah News Television live program from Toronto, Canada.
Savannah Television, good afternoon from Nigeria, good morning, good night to people who are about to sleep and people who are about to wake up. And it is another wonderful day.
Thank you.
Here in Nigeria.
Thank you, Barrister. Barrister, before we go further, we want to discuss briefly this issue of Senate President. His issue is the ticket issue of Yobe North. The Federal High Court in Damaturu, Yobe, has granted application for an order of substituted service of court process on the Senate President. What do you have to say about this?
You're talking about his candidature.
Yes.
Concerning the nomination of somebody whose name has been announced by INEC and is asking the name to be substituted with his own name, or is asking that his name should be used to, for substitution against the name of the person who actually went for the primaries.
Yes, right now the name of the Senate President is on the list with INEC, and the winner of that primaries in Yobe North, Alhaji Bashir Machina, has approached the Federal High Court in Damaturu, Yobe State, and the court has granted an application for an order of substituted service of court processes on the Senate President Ahmad Lawan.
That is the process of the court when issues that relates to election crops up. You know, someone actually went for the primary while Senator Lawan contested for the position of presidency of Nigeria during the primary. And since he lost, there has been a lot of backlash and a lot of issues surrounding the ticket. I want to believe the Senate President approached the man and the man refused, and the man said he will not step down for him. And you know the normal process is very soon now the process of substitution with INEC will close, and I want to believe that is why Lawan is using his upper hand against the man who actually won the election. And when issues like this come up, it is very, very dangerous. Dangerous as it has to do with life, and as it has to do with even our democracy, our democratic process. Why I say that someone who never contested an election, his name is with INEC as a candidate, and the person who actually contested the election, his name is missing at INEC. What politicians normally do here is they will say, let us put the name and let's see how it goes. In the process, somebody who is alive is the person that will eventually feature for election. And that is why I say it is very dangerous for the person
person who is fighting against another. I mean, the person whose name is there. What I actually see here is crass impunity. What I see here is broad daylight wrong. What the court has done today is when a substituted service is done on a particular person that's supposed to receive a process of the court, it's that the person must have been evading service. When you are supposed to be served, the court bailiff will call you. We have a process for you that's supposed to be served. They will go to your last place of abode, and when they see that you have started evading service, the next thing they will do is to do a substituted service. But before you can do a substituted service, you must have gotten the court order. Substituted service can be done in some ways, either through publication in the newspaper or going to the last place where you reside, or through a means with which they know, even that, like the Senate President of Nigeria is known all over the whole federation. And I think National Assembly is another place where such a service can be tested. So it could now be a notorious fact to the whole world that this service has been served and it cannot be denied any longer. But it is dangerous. This process, this democracy we are practicing in Nigeria is very, very dangerous. Because when somebody is approached and is asked to relinquish what belongs to him, like the Naboth's vineyard in the Bible, when Jezebel and King Ahab coveted King Ahab's vineyard garden, he refused. But at the end of the day, they killed him. So it is somebody who is alive that will feature as a candidate for the election that is coming. So these people, what they are just trying to do is to make a progress, either in error or whichever way. They believe that he has been begged, and since he refused, we are going to use the power that we have, being one of the people in the echelon of power in Nigeria. That is the implication.
Okay, thank you very much, Barrister. Because I know you are very busy. Tracking you down is a problem. Oh my God, we are still the same problem of Nigerian network. Okay, Barrister Mosua, we got across to some eminent personality in Nigeria on how they arrive on a Muslim ticket for the APC.
I'm not hearing you properly, please.
Okay. Can you hear me now, Barrister? Okay, I said the next question for you quickly before we call it a day is the issue of the Muslim ticket of the APC. And we are discussing it again because a lot of people are talking about it, some against it and some for it. As a politician now, not a lawyer, what is your take on this issue again? I'm taking you again on it for the second time.
The Muslim ticket, I want to believe, has been settled. It's been raised and it has been settled. And I don't think it is going to change, except somebody wants to raise a dead body. And what will a dead body do is to constitute nuisance. I want to believe it is the prerogative of the candidate, of the flag bearer, to sew shoes to whoever that will, deputize him as far as the presidency is concerned. When I'm talking about the flag bearer of the party. And be that as it may, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has chosen Shetima as his running mate. And I want to believe this decision was not hurriedly taken. You remember, one Masari was used as a surrogate before it was later changed. And if anybody is querying it, all what I want people to think about is what would have informed what will have informed that decision? Many things will have informed such decision. Tinubu is a minority Muslim from the southern part of Nigeria. It will not be wise for him to pick a minority Christian from the north. That would be negative. It will not spark. You understand now? It will not charge. And I want to believe by picking a majority Muslim from the north. This is politics, my friend. This is politics. The whole world should know that this is politics. This is not, and when we're talking about politics, it has nothing to do with morality. It has nothing to do with morality, and it has nothing to do with immorality. What people are looking at is the democratic process is mathematical in nature. You work it out. And if you want to work it out, you have to win. And how do you win? To follow, the dynamics. And I want to believe that is what Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his crew, because this is not just a decision made by him alone. Let us look at it. You are talking about a man who is a Muslim that has kept a Christian in his house for the past 40-something years. Not just a Christian, a pastor. A pastor is the keeper of his conscience. A pastor is the person that he caresses. A pastor is the person that they wake up, that they sleep together. A pastor is the person that advises him. Then tell me, is that person not closer to him than somebody who is a Muslim vice president or who is a Muslim brother? And let us look at the antecedent of the person of Shettima. Shettima has never done wonderful. The no governor in Borno State that has ever done well for the Christian than Mr. Shettima. History has it. So if anybody is crying foul, I want to believe. If anybody is crying foul, I want to believe such person should go history. Such person should be calm, because at times when you are criticizing and you are not ready to get your facts right, you may lose out, because some people may be angry to the extent that even when they see red color, they are not ready. If you ask them what is this color, they will say they never even noticed that color. And you don't judge a book by the cover page. This is somebody who has just announced to the whole nation that this is the person I am going to use as my running mate. And nobody, this is a man that has impeccable character. History has it that he has done wonderfully well, and nobody can forge that. So this issue has been raised and it has been rested. All we are preparing for now is election.
Okay.
And I know by the special grace of God, Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to come out with flying colors.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, Barrister. Quickly, you are a politician. I want to ask you, because you know what is going on now with what is going on in Lagos State. Initially, they said they want to wrestle power from APC in Lagos State. They want to wrestle power from the hands of Ashiwaju in Lagos State, the likes of this man from Bode George and co. They say they want to get power at all costs. And now they pick their governorship candidates. Jendor has gone to pick Funke Akindele, who a Nollywood actress. How do you see this combination? Are they really serious of taking power in Lagos?
I made a post this morning. I said, Funke Akindele will act film, and Dino Melaye will sing a song, and Atiku will come and spray them cash. I have just discovered that these people, they are just a set of jokers. I have always said this on this platform that a malnutritious child is not fed back to normal station in a day. It is a gradual process. Yorubas will say, when you want to wrestle power from a particular party, what are your antecedents? Agenda plus Akindele. Where is Akindele coming from? How many times? When did Akindele join
PDP politics?
I'm even talking about politics now, because you see, I have said it. I said a law student that finished with grade A in the university and went to law school and win all the laurel, and because of such enthusiasm and goes to the court the next day to defend the case, he will fail because he doesn't have experience. What are their antecedents? You don't bring one gender from nowhere and you put Akindele as the running mate to contest against Sanwo-Olu. How are they going to win? So it's like manufacturing your weapon at the war front as a soldier. You will fail. So I see it as a charade, and I see it as something that will not fly, because you know, at times when you don't, when you those days when we were younger, when somebody beats our sister, we now say, okay, we want to go and fight the person. When we get there, we discover that the person that beat our sister is stronger than us. The next day we'll say, is, Bros, why did you beat him now? Why did you beat her now? And you'll have warned her. You know, quite sure that you don't have the muscle to do that. But I want to believe, to satisfy all righteousness, that's why they featured Gendo and Akindele. They can't fly in any way. You can look at the rally of the Labour Party today in Osun State. It's as if people, it's like there is a village market. And you know how the nature of the village market, it will be scattered. You compare it to what happened yesterday at Osun State when APC held their
rally.
Their rally. So this is a party that is on ground. Yes, we agree there are some failures here and there, but our democracy is not a perfect democracy. No democracy, even in the whole world, is perfect. It's a nascent one, and we are nurturing it and we are building it. And that's why we believe wherever Buhari might have faulted, we have seen of
network as usual. I think it's still coming back.
Coming to correct some ills,
Okay.
and coming to put things straight. We are not saying everything totally about Buhari is bad. No, but it is. You have in a process, you have your landmarks. When you get to some places, they say, okay, you have tried. You have the tap at your back. But at the point in time, you say, oh, this place, you have not done it well. But I am saying it emphatically without mixing words. I have not seen any political party in Nigeria today that can take it from APC come 2023 elections. I am not God. But politics has 4 departments: political calculation, political forecast, political, and there are 4 of them like that. You have political calculation, political, and in the process of this, I will tell you that these 4 departments favors, every indices in these 4 departments favors APC. So, as far as the election that is coming is concerned, I have not seen that political party. ZOB, that is a match with Tinubu. What structure does he have? In politics, you use structure.
He has structure. He has structure on Twitter and on Facebook.
He has structure on Twitter and Facebook, and you don't win election on social media. Political permutation, political calculation, political forecast, and political calculation. You have this 4. All these, the emphasis of all these favors APC as at today. And I can assure you, as Buhari has promised, is going to conduct a free and fair election. Election that is going to be free of mismanagement and rigging. And it is going to favor APC because the structures are there. You see many people, they will say they are not comfortable, they are going out of APC. Yes, in politics, you have traitors. This morning I said, who is Baba Shalawa? Is Baba Shalawa a tainted witness? A tainted witness in law is somebody you bring to court to come and witness in your favor that will witness against you. Do you understand now? So we have seen all these questions. That as some people are moving out, some people are moving in. Yeah.
No, hold on. As Baba Chara, is he moving out of APC?
He's not moving out. He's criticizing the choice of Shetima being a Muslim.
Okay.
And he knows if we had done otherwise, we will fail.
I know, because he wanted to be a vice president candidate because of his because he's a Christian, and he's a minority Christian from the north, as you said earlier.
Yes, minority Christian from the north.
And moreover, he was the chairman. He was part of the committee of that selected the vice president, that was given the issue of looking for vice president. He was in committee. So he cannot be a judge on his own case, even in the first place. Because I spoke with a member of that committee this morning. I spoke with a member of the committee this morning that selected the vice president candidate for APC, and he told me a lot of things. They were even looking at inwards of having a woman as a vice president from the north, and they approached Ambassador Amina or whatever, and this other woman with UN, who was a minister in the doing who was the minister doing whatever. Abubakar, yeah, he was approached. She was approached, and they were trying to bring a woman to make it a man-woman affair. But the North, they kick against it. They say they don't want a woman. That they don't want a woman that would lead them from the North. And they now settled for Zulum. That is the governor of Borno State. And Zulum told them that as long as his own boss, Shetima, is still interested in the race, he is declining that offer. And that was how Shetima got it. And that's to tell you how loyalty they are up north, unlike ours from the south, where you put in a governor within 3 months, you guys becomes enemy, you know. Yeah. Well, on this junction, I will say thank you very much, Barrister Mayor Omoshua, for your time this morning.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, gentlemen and ladies, you can hear from Barrister Mayor Omoshua. He's a politician and also a lawyer, and he has touched some issues relating to law about the Deputy Senate President, and also issue relating to the Muslim ticket as a politician, and also the Lagos charade going on where APC, PDP picked Funke Akindele as their deputy, as the running mate, and he has trashed it too. Because if you want to go and fight your enemy, you have to go with your best arsenals. And I don't know the parameter that they felt qualifies what's it called, Funke Akindele as one of their best arsenals. This is not Nollywood movie we are going to watch here or Netflix. We are talking about election. We are talking about wrestling power from Lagos State, from APC that have been in power for more than 16 years. And you are coming with this kind of caliber of people to come and win an election in Lagos State. With my experience in politics, I'm seeing them as a charade, I'm seeing them as a joker, and I'm seeing them as, when I watch their campaign rally, it's as if maybe I just make me to remember student union government rally in schools in those days. Lagos is too sophisticated for things like this. If you want to really get power from Lagos, from APC in Lagos, you have to come with a very good arsenal. And I'm sure that most people in that party are not happy, especially the PDP in Lagos, because when did Funke Akindele join PDP? We have women of timber and caliber in PDP Lagos State that can be a running mate, that can pull weight more than Funke Akindele. That's our own concern from here. Because when you want to fight go to war, you go with your best arsenals. But meanwhile, what can I say is only to wish them the best of luck in their endeavors. And as I said, the election is coming, and everybody will hear it on the poll. Everybody will hear it on the poll. At the poll, you will hear it there, and then you will know that election is different from revolution. On this junction, I'll call it a day. I'll say good morning from here. And as I said earlier, we have a program that is coming up in Toronto, Canada. I'm talking about Miss Teen Africa Canada. This is the 3rd annual scholarship pageant. It's a scholarship pageant, and it's been powered by one Miss Folu. We will try and get her to this studio very soon. Some few days time to throw more light on this pageant coming up in Toronto on August 7th, 2022. At this junction again, I will say good morning from here.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear.